everyone, welcome to Geek Life. I'm your host Ginger Wolfman. And as I said in my video about EGX Rest, I met some charities and some developers there that I want to talk more closely about. And the first one is going to be in this video, and it's a little indie studio called Decoy Games. Now Decoy Games, consists of 3 people. It's the brothers Khalil and Ahmed Abdullah and their childhood friend Chris Van. They have a game coming out this summer called Swim Sanity, and let's just hear what the 2 brothers have to say about that themselves.
Okay, so I'm here with the people of Decoy Games.
Yes, sir.
And they're bringing out Swim Sanity in the summer of 2019, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct, yeah.
So what can you guys tell me about the game?
So Swim Sanity, it's a 4-player underwater shooter filled with competitive and cooperative game modes. You control this character called Amuba. He's an aquatic hero. The whole point of the game is that you can do more damage and he gets an unleash, which is like a super powerful move. This concept is spread across 8 different game modes. We got deathmatch, team deathmatch, or brush, which is like capture the flag. Play that free-for-all or teams in elimination. And on the flip side, you can also play all on the same team in our full-blown adventure/campaign mode and survival as well. This is going to be on PC and all consoles, online and local play.
Okay, the thing I like very much is like that it's a really couch co-op game, and we don't see a lot of those anymore these days.
Right.
Do you think, like, because we don't see them anymore, that you're a bit worried about the game release, or do you really feel confident, like, okay, this is going to bring people together again and get people gaming on the same couch?
Yeah, I feel very confident that we're going to bring something that's going to allow people to kind of game together on the couch. But we also want to kind of bring back retro type of games, but also innovate on them too. So that's why the game's also going to have a lot of online mechanics as well. And we also want to have the game where it's like any way you want to play, it feels like you can play. So if I only have 2 people in my household and I want to have that 4-player experience, I can add bots. If I have 2 players in my household and I want to go online with them, I can go online with them locally and play 2 other people that are possibly in another house, instead of just like restricting to only 1 player going online. So we want to make sure every type of experience of playing is able to work. Okay.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I just played a demo. I really like it. I mean, I can definitely see myself and my friends playing this. Like, so I would definitely recommend this to all my viewers. And I really thank you guys for bringing to see me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Okay, see you.
So that was Khalil and Ahmed on Swim Sanity themselves. Now I had a chance to play this with 3 people, and it's a really fun game. I'm gonna show you guys the footage at the end of this video. It's a great couch shop game, as I said in the picture you just saw. And now couch co-op is kind of something a lot of people think that is kind of dead, but I think it really brings people together in gaming as well. If you got some friends over, just have a couple of beers, put out a tray of chips and stuff like that, and just play this game. You're not gonna regret it. Now the game comes out across platforms, PC, PS4, Xbox and Nintendo Switch. So no matter where you are or what console you have, you will be able to play this game. And I can really recommend you do that. Let's just talk about Decoy Games a bit more. Now it all started back in 2008 with Khalil. Back then he was a senior in computer science, but he wasn't really into it. He felt like he didn't do enough around video game design. So we found a small class who were making Flash games. That was back when Flash games were still a thing. That's a long time ago for the people who still remember it. And one of the games he found there was Octopus. It's basically a game where you go through the water, getting treasure and trying to avoid large tentacles. And I liked it so much that he formed the basis of his Swim Sanity game in that. He first made a couple of tryouts, which apparently went very well in the campus he was at. So back in 2011 he addressed his brother Ahmed, and Ahmed got on board, and Ahmed started developing the game in the progress in the design of XNA. Now that's a program which allows video game design to work on multiple consoles. So back then they already had the inspiration to go big. It was also in 2011 that Chris joined. Back then he was mostly known for sketches and street art. He didn't have any experience in video game design or in electronic designing of video game characters or just electronic art in general. And he started doing the art for the project, which fit him very well. Now 2 years later, in 2013, the first prototype of the game was finished, and they put Swim Sanity Lite on Facebook for people to try out. Now this of course generated some recognition for them. The next thing they did was go on a tour of the PAX East, the East Coast gaming convention and stuff like that. It first debuted as well as a full game on PAX East in 2013. Now it got the eye of the developer, of the major publishers, let's just say, the guys down at Sony, at Microsoft, and it was in that time that the game was also greenlit for Steam, so for the PC port. Now back in 2016, in order to comply with the latest technologies and constant innovations in the games industry, they went from the program of XNA to Unity. And that's when they kind of went into hiding. So they got away from the public eye and they started building the engine for Swim Sanity back from scratch, but this time in Unity instead of in XNA. And it turned out great. I mean, back in 2018 they felt like they were ready to bring it out. They brought it forward. Sony, Microsoft, Steam were all still on board. After that they also got greenlit for Nintendo Switch. And that brings us to where we are now. They're doing tours, they're doing conventions, they won certain awards for the visual design of the game. They won awards for Best Indie Game, as recently as this year, as 2019. So you can also see that the community as a whole, the video game journalists, the video game reviewers, all really support this project and definitely see a future in it. And I talked to these guys, I played their game. I must say I really feel the same. They are wonderful people as well, very laid back, very chill, very relaxed, and when I talked to them I just could feel how proud they were with what they accomplished. I mean, it has been a long road for them, definitely, but in this guy's opinion it was definitely worth it. I mean, what they turned out was great. Now the footage I'm gonna show you now is footage I took with my Handycam, so it's not that great of quality, but I hope you guys all get a gist of what they're trying to do. And when this game comes out in the summer, I will definitely cover it again. I'm hoping actually to do a live stream of the game with a couple of my friends, and yeah, you're definitely gonna hear more about these guys as time goes on. For now I will leave you with the footage. If you like this video, please leave a like. If you like the channel as a whole, please subscribe. Also, I will be linking the Facebook page and the website of Decoy Games themselves down in the description. So check out their Facebook, check out their website, and support these guys, they really deserve it. That's all from me. I hope you enjoy the rest of the footage I will show you, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.